Hello YouTube, this is Pink Asuna coming to you today with second deck list of the day. This deck list is gonna be Sky Tunes or Toon Sky, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty much Sky Striker with tunes and a little bit of splash of other stuff. Very spicy list. I did hear on Twitch from people that are actually gonna be trying this deck list out. I am posting it here now, so you guys here on YouTube are also able to try this out and look at it as an idea. Because playing meta is pretty much like, a little boring sometimes. It is fun, but at the same time, it does get a little boring. So let's get started with this. Also, before I do start saying what I am playing each of these cards, make sure to also follow me on Twitch, guys. Very awesome. It is Pink Asuna. And also, make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. That would really help the channel on both sides grow. For whenever I am doing Yu-Gi-Oh, Genshin Impact, and Illusion Connect that I will be doing soon for that game. So stay tuned. That way you guys are always aware and you guys do get the latest news on all that stuff too. Okay, so let's get started. So first thing I am playing would be obviously 3 Rays. So Rays Bay, as you guys all know. I am playing one copy of Sky Striker Ace Rose, 2 copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Springs, new edition Alpha, the Master of Beast. So obviously this card's very powerful, and it's a 3000 beater that just pops out whenever you need them to. So that's all for monsters I'm currently playing. For spells, I am playing 2 Area Zero, 1 Afterburner, 1 Jamming Waves, 1 Hornet Drones, 1 Eagle Booster, 2 copies of Shark Cannon, 1 Multi Roll, 3 copies of Widow Anchor, 2 copies of Lightning Storm, 2 copies of Triple Tactics, and then for tunes, I am playing 1 copy of Toon Kingdom, 1 Toon World, 2 bookmarks, 2 Toon Table contents within the deck out. So pretty much remember this as Foolish Burial Goods, pretty much same thing you're using it for. Comic Hand, 2 copies, 1 Upstart, because again I couldn't figure out the last card, so like Upstart always works. For traps, 2 copies of There Could Only Be One. This card's very powerful on this deck, guys. It's pretty much single-handedly could win you a match against the right terms. Solemn Judgment, again, single-handedly could win you the game. Infinite Impermanence, definitely a very good card to have. And this works also as another hand trap in the deck. That's all for main deck, guys. The reason why I'm only playing it this way is because I've learned that this is the playing 40 cards on a striker deck works very well. And again, all these cards that I am showcasing, guys, I do own. I don't play any cards that I don't own, so that's why I haven't showcased Virtual World or Tri-Brigade, because my teammate has all that stuff. We technically do have the deck. It's just I don't want to showcase stuff that I don't have or that I haven't messed with enough. So that's why I'm doing it this way. But yeah. For side deck, we are playing 1 Lightning Storm, 1 Tactical Talent, 1 Ash Blossom, and then after this, guys, so these 3 are the only 3 cards that I added just as 3Fs, just because for in case for certain matchups, you kind of want to have the 3rd copy, but that's the only reason why they're here. After this is going to be something that this deck list has. Pretty much this deck, or the side works for every single deck right now, up to right now. Not including Genesis, unless Genesis also has similar mechanics that these cards are able to stop as well too. I have to check. I will know this next week. But all this side, not counting this 3 here, guys. After this 3, all these other cards that are over here are gonna be pretty much meta relevant cards for certain matchups. That's why they're in the side deck. So the first cards I want to cover is obviously Summon Limit. Summon Limit. If you play this card against Dinos, if you play this card against Rockets, if you play against, I'm pretty sure, Invoked, if you use it against Shaddoll. Pretty much I can name a million decks right now. This card does limit them from playing, just like this card does. But if you have this card on board and this card, yeah, they pretty much 100% are probably gonna scoop. I remember people scooping to me. I remember beating numerous people that were like, I remember beating heroes with this. Dinosaurs invoked. I mean, like, numerous decks in the past when we had locals before the Crush card. Before Crush card came to our world and attacked us. To make it in Yu-Gi-Oh terms. We also are playing 2 DD Crows. Again, this is for banishing, so this is strictly for decks that I've used in graveyard. So, for instance, Light Sworns, dinosaurs, again, rockets, virtual world, from what I've seen, Eldritch. There's numerous decks out there that I've used to graveyard. I mean, my favorite deck, other favorite deck, Dragon Mates. This hurts them really bad. Numerous other decks. I mean, this card hurts them really bad too. But yeah, we don't want to talk about that one. After that, let's say we're playing against a deck that spams big boards. Nibiru is our best friend right there. He limits, like, after the 5th summon, you just drop Dwayne Johnson on them, and you're like, boom. Pretty much, they're gonna scoop after that, most likely. After that, we do also play One-Dimensional Fisher. This card is situational for us too, because it does hurt us, since we are losing our monsters, our Sky Striker cards, an extra deck. But I mean, if it's only the one copy in late game, this card will come in handy to help us out. So that's why this card's in there. Another card that one of my followers on Twitch did mention that I had forgotten for a moment was Crackdown. This is an excellent card to play in this deck as a side, because it gives us it pretty much has us play more copies of Widow Anchor for pretty much no reason, because we would just be using this to link off into a higher link monster, and this works fine because we are playing a couple of link 4s and link 2s and link 3s, so that's why this card's in there. Imperial Iron Wall, again, either player can banish. Another alternative, if you don't like Imperial Iron Wall, would be Artifact. I forgot the name of the artifact card, but there's an artifact card that prevents you from banishing cards. Lancia. There we go, Lancia. Artifact Lancia. That's another one that is pretty good if you don't like Iron Wall, or if you just want it for that one turn. But I feel this is a much stronger card as an option, so that's why I'm playing it this way. And the last card, let's actually move this over here, because this is more of just standard, just to have more copies of. So that's pretty much it for the side, guys, that I would do. Cards I would change would be obviously this 4 here, if you want to add something else. That depends on you guys for certain matchups. For extra deck, we are playing 3 Kagari, 3 Shizuku, 2 copies of Kaina, 2 copies of Hayate, 1 copy of Sike, 1 copy of Access Code Talker, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Unicorn, and 1 Topologic Bomber Dragon. Yeah. Topologic Bomber Dragon on this deck, guys, is insane. It's another win condition. I'm pretty sure if you guys did play Sky Strikers in the past, you guys know what I mean. The moment you summon this card and your opponent had had no board or had so much was on board, you summoned whatever on bait and it just blew up their entire board for no reason, guys. And 3000 beater, yeah, it's no joke. So that's pretty much why he's there. Other than that, guys, that is pretty much the deck. Let's try it out. Let's do some tests, since I always like to do some test hands, and we'll test it out from there, and we'll see if I can show you guys a little bit of the deck. Okay, so we started off with this kind of hand. This is a little dead hand, but I mean, it will come out sometimes. So pretty much here, actually, let's return this back to the hand. So if you're going first, you would just set this, but at the same time, I probably would not even play anything in the hand. I would just wait because you have lightning storm, so you just let them go off, have their fun, and then when you draw next turn, you would just draw. Okay, uh, lightning storm, blow up wherever you want to blow up. After that, you know, got upstairs level, give him 1,000. Cool, cool. So we already have on bat 2 spell cards. You know, now is where we actually would start setting cards. So set 1, set 2, and then this would be your hand pretty much. The Toon World, you don't want to play it right now because there's no reason to. You want to wait till you have the more pieces to use it. So they go, they start to play. Cool, you know. Imperm, like you know, this will be after that, up to you because you don't really have the third option yet. So you kind of want to save it. You go, okay. Now we have Toon Kingdom. When this card's activated, banish top 3 cards on the deck, face down. If this card name becomes Toon World, your opponent cannot target 2 monsters you control card effects. If 2 monsters you control will be destroyed by battle card effect. Banish 1 card on top of your deck, face down for those. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So let's say we were trying to bait out our opponent and activate Toon Kingdom, we'll say. Most people would, if I would see Toon Kingdom, I'm like, you know, just pop out, I'll immediately stop it. So, cool. They stopped it, okay, whatever. We go, triple tactics. Cool. This already gave us what we needed. So now we're gonna pretty much go from that to this. And then we're gonna normal summon. And then we're gonna normal summon Rose. We're gonna set this because we're gonna try to bait it out. So we're gonna declare effect, target this spell card since we don't need jamming waves, and we're gonna do it this way. It's much more professional looking. Okay, so these are the 3 cards we have. None of them we could use, so it looks like it's staying. Make sure to look over your deck. Cool. So now, after that, we do that. It's obviously link summon. This is where we would check our graveyard first, actually. So make sure to always check your graveyard. Okay, so we have no striker or spell cards, so Kagari's not getting in here. We go with Hayate. So Hayate summon, no response. Okay, cool. So enter battle, attack. Effective Hayate would send a Sky Striker spell card from deck to grave. So this is where you guys decide where you guys will be needing. Me personally, I already have. So since we already have 3, we have a Widow Anchor set. We have to decide what is another card that we could use. So in this case, for me, I actually prefer this card. So we'll send this card to the grave. And main phase 2 comes along. We're gonna and then Sky Striker Ace Monster. So again, this is an Ace. So if I Sky Striker Ace Monster is normal special summon except Rose, except during damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. So make sure to always remember that, guys. It's a free summon, and this is where we could start kind of thinking on where we want to do. So this gives us another whole body to mess with, like, you know, for our place. This does block us from Widow Anchor and from jamming waves, so just keep that in mind, guys. So this is an option that you guys could go to. I'm not gonna stay with it just because, again, I'm just showing you guys different scenarios you could do. The only reason why you would do that is to go into this to set, but this depends on you guys if you guys want to do it that route. But in this case, we're gonna activate Shizuku and phase, like, you know, and then we're gonna pretty much go from there. So we're gonna go Beware our extra deck because we're gonna add something that we don't have. So in this case, we're gonna add another Widow Anchor since we don't have Widow Anchor in the graveyard. The opponent goes. Their monsters are gonna be weaker by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they lose 500. This we're not gonna grab till it's our turn because again we want to have that something to return Rose back from the grave back to the field, and then we also want to have some engine for Area 0, some fuel to have. So again, this is our pretty much this is still our set cards. Opponent goes, tries to play, they do whatever they want to do. Enter battle. Okay, cool. I'm gonna Widow Anchor you. What's up? Like, you know. And then they pass. Cool, you give them their card back. You draw for turn. Okay, now we have Afterburner, Widow Anchor. And would you look at that? I mean, this is gonna change right here. Oh, would you look at that? We have Kagari, and then this is gonna actually trigger also this other ability. So, and then Kagari effect. Oh, would you look at that, man? Like, what the heck's going on over here? Like, you know, it's just people are like just so it's so funny how the way this deck works. And since we do have this blocking effect, Area 0, targeting Rose. Okay. Alright, so we do get this to our hand. So the Rose goes to the grave. So now we have 4 striker spell cards that are really strong right now for the meta. And then now this is what we activate. Jamming waves and boom boom boom. Cover, like, you know, blow up entire boards, blah blah blah. And then this is where we pretty much trigger this 3 cards. So this 3 will give us 3 cards to go for. So let's say we go, like, you know, activate, horizontal, chain, like, you know, chart cannon, and then 3, Widow Anchor. So we're gonna take control of one of their monsters. We're gonna chart cannon, so Monster Reborn one of their monsters, and then get a token. So we have technically, we'll say. So this is pretty much going to be the board. And this, since you are doing them at the same time, they all activate, depending on chain links that you choose. So after this, guys, we will have 3 different monsters. Again, I'm just showing you guys as an example. They're not all going to be the same. This is where we're going to decide here what we want to do. So in this case right here, we could either go for Access Code Talker. Access Code Talker is actually not a bad option, guys. Or we go for pretty much Topologic Bomber. Topologic Bomber is actually also not a bad option, guys. Especially the way the board is right now. It's definitely not a bad option. So yeah, it just depends what you guys want to do. You guys could attack with all those monsters, main phase 2, go to Bomber, like, you know, and then bait out your opponent with this. Yes, I wouldn't set because then this would take place of this, and you kind of don't want to do that. So you want to just bait out your opponent, scare your opponent off a little bit, wait for them to play, like, you know, and then let's say mostly they're probably gonna just set far away from the Bomber, and then would you look at that, guys? This card just came along. So yeah, we could bait this out with the Area 0, so that's what we're gonna do. Got 1, got 2, got 3. Okay, so we did get a card that I didn't want to get, guys. I almost forgot to add this back to my hand. I do apologize for that, guys. I don't think it'll make too much of a difference though, but yeah. So now we have a multi-roll. This goes to grave. This really just depends on what you guys want to do. I would just, you guys could set it or you guys could activate it, whatever you want to do. It doesn't really matter too much at the situation that we're at right now. And then Yeah, we just probably attack with bomber or something. Pass. They go. They try to start going off on you on the side, not hitting the bomber obviously, and you just pretty much shut them down again right here. So now they have to. Now they have the bomber, and now they have to worry about that there could only be one. And by this, I really do think this is game over. But let's say they do still want to continue. This is where you actually would just switch. Oh, okay. It's actually thought this was a field spell. Okay, never mind. Okay, let me return this back. I didn't know that. So, Toon World apparently is a continuing. Okay, I thought it was a field spell. Okay, I was looking at it wrong. Never mind. So, Toon World, Comic Hand. Control their monster. Let's say they have multiple monsters, different attributes. Take control of it. Put it on one of the bomber arrows, and boom, just blow up their entire board. And the thing is, to control a monster is considered a toon. If your opponent controls no toons, you can attack directly. If Toon World is not on the field, destroy this card. So that's pretty much what it is. So yeah, guys, this is pretty much gonna be pretty much it right here. I mean, opponent, I don't think any deck could recover after that. I mean, but yeah, this is just showing you guys additional cards we could draw. Turns passing and waiting. This is 4 turns after. Just wanted to show you guys that. But yeah, this is pretty much it, guys. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this deck list, this is deck list number 2. Deck list number 1, I did showcase. Here, let me show you guys. If you guys do want to check out that video more detailed on my first deck list of this day today, it was this one, Dinosaur Lightsworn. It's a very good deck too, guys. Very fun. But yeah, that would be for. Make sure to watch out that video. This is gonna be video number 2 with Striker Toons, guys. And another toon deck that I have shown off, if you haven't checked it out, it's also Toon Striker. This is another really good deck, guys. I did updated this one. This was meta when Strikers first came out, so this is just an updated version of it. So make sure to check it out too, guys. So this is going to be it, guys. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to subscribe. That would really help my channel grow. Other than that, guys, also, if you do like to watch on Twitch, make sure to follow me there too. That would be awesome. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I will be doing more Yu-Gi-Oh videos this coming week, so make sure to look out for that. I am going to try to get some stuff from Genesis Impact, I think it's called, the set. That will come with Majesties and a few other different kinds of strategies and decks, so we'll all know about that this week. And yeah, I'll be posting about that too, guys. Other than that, guys, have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys later.